What's up, everybody? Emerald Void here, bringing you this new EDO Pro tutorial. This was actually requested by a user. I'm just going to call him Vortex. I don't want to mispronounce your last username, the last part of your username. But Vortex, I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video and comment. So this is his request. He wanted to learn, or he wanted to know how to do anime-style Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it is super simple. So the first thing you're going to want to do, I'm going to be trying out a new feature here. Let me know what you guys think about it. So we're going to go to the tutorial folder where we've been doing all the things that we've been doing through this entire series. Open that. We're going to open the Project Ignis folder. And then we're going to find the folder called Pics. Now, I'd already tried recording this once, and I realized my microphone was muted and it wasn't recording, so we are going to I'm going to have to do it over. So when you go to your picks folder, if you have been playing for a while, you're going to notice that all the cards that are displaying in this picks folder are the cards that you have played either in a game with a deck that you've used, or any card that is in a deck that you made in Deck Editor that you viewed. So what I'm going to do is I've already made a copy folder. I just made a copy of all the stuff. I'm just going to delete these because this is from the last time I booted up the game. So, in the copy folder, I've got all my stuff backed up. Real quick, before we actually get into the tutorial, something to point out. So EDO Pro doesn't have the traditional naming for cards. So, for example, if we're looking at this card here, we all know what this card is. This is Left Arm of the Forbidden One. It's an Exodia piece. If you look at the card in your picks folder, it has a different call out. It's actually the left arm of Exodia is 7902349. And that is the call out for the card for that piece of Exodia. And every card in the game has its own unique call out number. So what you're going to want to do is I'll get to that in a minute. But we're going to minimize this. I've got the dimensions of the card on screen. If I'm not mistaken, it's 177 by 254. And here is your blank canvas. Now, there's actually 3 ways to do this. One super easy way. It's probably the second easiest way, but a little time consuming. And the third is super duper time consuming. But I'm probably going to show you methods 1 and 3, and I'm going to skip the second one, one of the methods of the 3. So the easiest way to make an anime-style card for EDO Pro is you just get on Google. You get on Google Images, and I want to do Elemental Hero Sparkman. So I've already searched it, but as you can see here, I just typed in Elemental Hero Sparkman anime card, and it's going to search Google Images. I spelled Sparkman wrong, but it still knows what I'm talking about. Go to Images, and here is all of the, images. So I like this Altered Art Sparkman card here by a user AlanMac95 on Deviantart. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go over to Photoshop, and I'm going to Control-V that. And it's going to obviously be way too big. So I'm just going to drag it, shrink it to the size that it needs to be, 177 by 254. And boom, done. There's an anime card. But now, how do you know what to call it? How do you know what to save it? So what you're going to want to do is, if you want every single card to be an anime style card, good luck. There might be packs out there of cards that people have already done. I don't know. I haven't really looked. This was actually a tutorial that I was going to do. I just never got around to doing it. I've been kind of busy lately. So as you can see in your picks folder here, there are no cards. So if you want to know what the call out for your card is, you're actually going to have to go launch EDO Pro to find out your call out. You're going to want to make a deck, and I don't believe I already have a deck built. This is Sparkman, so we're just going to go Sparkman, and we're going to be like bam, 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 bam. We're just going to add a bunch of cards because you've got, I think it has to be a legal deck. Actually, let's just save and go check our folder. Our picks folder should only have, where's Sparkman? There's Burstinatrix. Looking for Sparkman. Looking for Spark. There he is. So the call out for Sparkman is 207-21929, and there's just your basic Sparkman. Now I think I got both Sparkman artworks. So yeah, as you can see, 20721928, and then literally the next one is 20721929. Now if you change that 29 to a 30, I'm not exactly sure what it's going to do. So you would probably really just want to pick one of these artworks, the one that you wanted the most. So I would probably say I want this, so I'm just going to rename copy, and I'm going to rename that, as we always do. You always want to make sure that you have a backup. Now that is going to fuck up your EDO Pro. So once you get the call out, once you build the deck, you're going to want to close EDO Pro. So there's our call out card, our call out number. So we're going to go File, Save As, save on your computer. We're going to save it as a JPG as soon as I find where that's at. That's not a format I normally save in, to be honest. JPEG, JPG, there we go. And then we're going to want to navigate to our EDO Pro folder, which I am going to have to find because I forget where it's at, even though I was just there. Dev Pro 2020. Tutorial. Project Ignis. Picks. And then where it says Untitled, JPEG, paste in our call out number and click Save. Then we're just gonna max it out. Okay. And that is method number one. That is the easiest method there is for making the anime style cards. So let's go back and let's launch EDO Pro again. And let's see what that looks like. Oh, look at that. Look at that Sparkman right there, all sexy. And that's probably the easiest way. Now, what if there's a card that you don't, that no one's made an artwork for, like an anime style artwork for? This is where it gets a little bit tricky. There are two ways that you can make them. I'm going to go over the easiest way, but also the way that is going to be the one that I'm not going to talk about a whole lot in this video, because I plan on making a separate video about it. This is Anime Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Maker, and I'll be making a separate video on this, because I've been planning to make a separate video on this for a long time. This is one way that you can create custom anime style cards. But that is not, like I said, that is a separate video for a different time. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. I've got to go grab some PSDs, and we'll get back to the tutorial. Okay, so here is a template that was made by a user on Deviantart called Koga Diamond. This is the template that I had saved on my computer. I thought I had more saved, but I'm going to show you how to find more if you're interested. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your Google search, and you're just going to type in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! anime card template, and then you're going to type in the word Deviantart. And then that's going to bring you to this Google search. You can either search the images or you can just click this first link, templates on Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's going to bring up a boatload of stuff. You can spend hours and hours and hours scrolling through all of the templates that people have put up for Yu-Gi-Oh! Based stuff on DeviantArt. But I already have the Koga Diamond one, so that is the one that I'm going to be using. So I say this is the most complicated because of all of the work that you're going to have to do into this. Because you're going to have to know the rank, the type, the name, the attack, the defense, and you're going to have the artwork. So let me go look up Sparkman, and we can get all of that information. So you're going to have to do a lot of swapping back and forth. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Sparkman. And there is Sparkman. Sparkman. Pretty cool. So where I'm going to walk you through this entire process. So, starting at the top, let me go ahead and use the nifty little zoom feature. So over here in your layers, you're going to have rank, odd, dark level, level pairs, level odd, card name, attack, defense, attribute, and cards. So a lot of information over there. Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to go, you can make this without the card name, which I probably would. So we know Sparkman's got a 1600 in attack, and he's got a 1400 in defense. So that is pretty easy. All I'm doing is over here on the side in your layer style where it says attack and defense, I'm just double clicking that and then changing the text. Okay, for the attribute, you're going to want to click the thing to drop it down. Sparkman is a light monster. And I have made a mistake on the attack, so double click, 1600, light monster. And now we're going to scroll down to where it says cards. And down at the very, very, very bottom, in this cards folder, which is going to be shrunk like this, so you'll just click cards, and then you'll just scroll, and then you'll see it says normal effect, ritual fusion, synchro, dark tuner, dark synchro, XYZ. We're going to add the foil. We're not going to add the foil. Right here it should say image. We're going to hide that image. And what we're going to need to do now is we're going to need to find a picture of Sparkman that we want. So I'm just going to grab this because it's right there. We're going to grab that picture of Sparkman. We're going to copy the image. We're going to go back and we're going to paste that picture of, we're going to paste that picture of Sparkman. And boom. You can shrink it down if you want, which I probably will. Shrink that down ever so slightly. And bam, there is Elemental Hero Sparkman. If you want to add the foil, you can. I don't particularly think. I mean, the foil effect can look good on some cards and not on others. Now, the problem here is that this card is not the right size at all. And one thing that we are missing the levels for Sparkman. So we are going to want to go to levels, level pairs. And I'm going to hide them all because this is a really confusing. So the level pairs are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. and the level odds is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So he is a 4-star. So we went to levels and we picked 2 and 4. So now our Sparkman is done, but he's the wrong size. So what we need to do here is we need to hold Control and click on Levels, click on Attack, click on Defense, click on Attribute, click on Cards. Now you could just literally pick the specific things that you need. Like I need this normal thing, I need this attribute, this defense, this attack, these 2 levels, and this image. Then what you're going to do is you're going to have to take all that work and you're going to have to copy it over to your blank card. We're going to minimize that. And then like before, I'm going to go ahead. Everything should be highlighted if you copied it over. I'm just going to go ahead and Control G to group that so it's easier to work with. I'm going to press Control T, and then you just do it like before. You just shrink it down. 177 by 254. Bam. Hey, there's our new Sparkman. Just like before, we're going to go File, Save As, Save on your computer. We're going to go back to Pics. We're going to go down here. We're going to select JPEG. We're going to find our Sparkman. We're just going to overwrite this Sparkman. Actually, we're going to overwrite the original Sparkman that we did. Say yes. Max the quality out. And now let's boot up EDO Pro and check out that card. And there you go. There is that 100% custom Sparkman. So that is the second way that you can do it. And like I said, the third way I'll be doing in a separate video. I'll try to have links in the description to all of the that was probably really loud, and I just realized. I'll try to have links in the description for all of the downloads for custom card templates and maybe just the Google search. But just search around on Deviantart and find a template that you like. This is just the template that I had on my computer. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. If you liked it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know down below what other video tutorials would you like to see me do for EDO Pro. Also, did you guys like the zoom? Did it make it easier for you to see stuff zooming in on it like that? And I realized that there's two pointers on screen. I really don't know how to solve that. That is a problem with Streamlabs OBS. I don't really know how to solve it. But if you guys like the zoom effect, if it made it easier for you to see stuff, let me know down in the comment section below. I may use it a lot more on other tutorials. I'm not really sure yet. I kind of want to get your guys' opinions on it. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Emerald Void, and before I go, I've just got one question for you. Are you feeling nostalgic yet?